Yo, what's going on, guys? Tony here, coming at you with another For Honor video. As you can tell by the title, this one is going to be me showing you guys my customization on Kensei. Two loadouts, because I use one that's basically my all-around good loadout, good gear stats, all that stuff. And another one just looks cool, and I use that for duels as well. A little bit of contrasting colors and armor and weapon variants there, so I'd like to show you guys that. It's been requested by a few people, so I figured we'd go through. The third loadout, if you guys are wondering, is just one I cycle through for videos, because I'm constantly changing outfits whenever I record. But these two outfits that I'm going to be showing you are ones that I'm keeping, like, hands down. I'm never switching them. So that is just that. So we'll start off with the first one. This is my main loadout right here. I'll kind of give you a full little spin of it right here. I really like this one. Now the only thing that I want to possibly change about it is if we go into the colors, we need to actually be, I believe, Reputation 24 before we get the color Blood Gourd, which looks really nice. It's just kind of a more pronounced yellow in there, and it pops a little bit more and matches the blade a little bit better. But Sunwine, which you get at Reputation 15, level 16, is a very good color. You could also use different alternatives such as Dream and ones such as Tanner, which look cool. It even changes like the color of the symbol and everything. So those look pretty cool, but I do like this one right here on Sunwine. The material is going to be using red, obviously. The ornament that we're using is the Flying Dragon, aka the Dragon Dildo. Some people really don't like this ornament. I love this one. I think it's definitely my favorite. It looks really cool. Only disadvantage of it is if you're trying to shoot a ballista on Sentinel, you can't see anything. It takes up the entire screen. Just throwing that out there in case you guys want to use that. Don't go on the ballista. Now, for the chest, the paint pattern we use all around is going to be Deathweed. It's just this kind of like little like flame plant looking thing almost. It looks really nice when you put it on top of this armor. The engraving, I don't use engravings because I think it doesn't show up too well on Samurai, because most of their gear is like wood and stuff. There's no real metal, which I think engraving really needs to be on like some sort of metal to actually stand out. So I don't do that. And then the symbol I recently changed was to Infinity Wolf. I really like how this one looks. Originally, I believe I had Flame Spirit. Yeah, this one. I had the Flame Spirit, but at Reputation 20, you actually get this little wolf guy, and I think it looks awesome, personally speaking. So I went with that. Now, everything is going to be the same for paint patterns, except I don't do any actual symbols on anything else but the back and the chest. And I think I accidentally switched up my standards paint, so let me swap that real quick. Unprofessional as always, but so yeah, this is what we do all the way around. Looks really nice. Now we'll move into the actual armor part. So we'll start with the helm. It's the Opal-Kami helm. It is maxed out. It's got defense, it's got exhaustion recovery, and it's got debuff resistance. All plus attributes. Very good right there. For the armor, I wanted to keep it kind of the same throughout, so we got the Opal-Kami chest. Pretty basic chest, but I feel like ones with the coat and kind of like a blank space, kind of like this, the Himura, are very good for showing off color and emblems, which is what I like to use. So I did that. As you can see, it's got a little bit less of the revenge mode defense, but it's got increased revenge duration as well as increased defense, which is good. For this, Opal-Kami arms, as you could probably tell, increased defense, increased stamina cost reduction. Stamina regen is kind of evened out, so it's almost like just normal. So the stamina cost reduction is very nice. It would be nice to have both stamina cost and stamina regen, but honestly, I don't find that I run out of stamina too much when I'm playing. So yeah, moving on to the blade, the Mahara blade. You will need Reputation 7 at least to get this, because it was in the legendary gear that came out most recently in Season 3. So as you can see, we just go for pure attack basically on this. It's got a 6.4% increased, as well as damage to block. So when people block their attacks, your chip damage does more essentially. The Mahara hilt, so as you can see again, increased attack, execution health regen, bleh, but revive speed is also increased. You don't want to have poo-poo revive speed, let me just tell you that. It's just, you're like, oh man, let me help a teammate out, and then if you have like minus 20 revive speed, it's awful. It doesn't seem like it, but it really is bad. And then the Mahara guard, it's going to be attack increased, a little bit less for the revenge gained, but the revenge mode attack damage is also even more. So you're putting out big attack damage with this one. So that is the main thing with this. If you guys want to know my executions, I kind of go through. I have insert new spine and then the quick kill right here, which I like to use. Emotes, obviously you need Blessed Glory and the Kensei coin toss, I should say. The effects I kind of go through randomly. I like Darkness as idle, but I swap through a lot on this. I could easily go with anything like over 9,000. Cherry Blossom would even be decent. Death Mist or Downpour, but I just kind of do Death Mist. It looks nice for execution. Emote, I also have Death Mist on there. I didn't do idle Death Mist because it looks like you're wearing a wedding dress. As you can see right here, it doesn't look very good. So that is the first one. We'll move on to the second actual loadout right here, which is my loadout 3. And as you can see, there is a good contrasting of colors right here. So the first one, it's kind of a red and yellow. This one, it's more of like a black, blue, and kind of yellowish color. And like I said, I use this one only for duels, so I don't really pay too much mind to the actual gear stats and everything. I just wanted it to look cool. So if we go over here, ornament is going to be Raging Hydra. The dragons right here looks absolutely awesome, I think, with this light blue color. And material is going to be black, as you can see. Fills it in a bit more, kind of makes it feel like it's more concrete throughout. The color is called Dry Mustard. Now, only bad thing about this is Dry Mustard is an only neutral color that you can have. You get it at Reputation 12, but you can't have it as an attack or defense color, at least not yet that I'm aware, because I looked through everything and I couldn't see it. So I'll show my color combinations at the end. But on the chest, we're going to be using this meniscus color scheme, which looks really nice because the yellow kind of makes it look like a little bit of waves right there and stuff. I kind of liked how that looked. No engravings again. And then the symbol, we went with some koi fish right here. Now, you could easily go as well to this little fishy guy right here. Looks really nice. The sea creatures too. That's just an adorable fish from the last lead outfit. But I went with the koi fish. It looks really nice. Adds it to there. It's not super popping out at you, but it kind of blends in very nicely. And like I said, we only do stuff on the back, not on the standards or on the arms. So we just have it chilling right here. Move on over to the actual loadout. Using the Opokame helm again. You guys are probably like, why use the same helmet twice? I don't know. It's just got a good base color as white. You can basically put any other color with it and it'll look nice. I like the fashion part of here. Like, I can't, you know, throw on the Sakazaki helm right here and be looking real nice. So I don't particularly do that. So the actual chest piece we're going to be going on here is the Himura. Reason I said, again, the jackets as well as kind of like the full flat wood chest plate are really good for your emblems and symbols to show up in paint patterns. Like, some of them show up on these, but they're just like kind of in the background, and I don't particularly like that, and they don't pop out at you as much. So that's the main reason why I go with kind of the jackets right here. The arms, I went with the Seika arms. I think adding the Seika arms with a little bit of black studs in there adds good contrast to the black material. Looking pretty nice. Like I said, don't really look at any of these gear stats on here. Blade, went with the Kaneda blade. It's probably my favorite blade before like the legendaries came out and stuff. I just think it's really nice looking with the yellow on there and the little engraving at the bottom. So we have that. We have the Masamune hilt, which took me forever to get. But once I got it, I was really happy because it's a freaking dragon. Like, come on, guys. That looks so nice. Really, really cool looking. You can honestly swap these out for other ones, too, if you don't have the Masamune. Earlier ones you can get, such as the Sasaki. Looks nice with it as well as the Yokomori still looks pretty good. Definitely things that you could switch up if you're trying to emulate one of these builds. And then for the actual guard, we're using the Inagaki. I think it looks good just because it's a little bit bigger than the Masamune, and I like that it covers a little bit more. I kind of like the guards that are a little bit bigger and more pronounced, and it's got a nice little gold trim on top of there. So that was the main thing I did there. And for my executions, that doesn't really matter. The emotes are the same. Effects. So we got the Plasma Shock is the idol, obviously because it's blue and the outfit's blue. Execution, I got Downpour. Looks nice with this as well. You know, rain and fish. I made that joke last video, but I'll do it again. And then emote, I have the Plasma Shock as well. So that's kind of the main things right here. So now actually, before we close out the video, I'll show you guys the other color schemes. So when you're on neutral, Sunwine is what I'm rocking for the first one. Attacker, good enough you can actually do Sunwine, but the one thing that this whole customization's lacking is a good defense color. I've been trying to look through ones to kind of see what looks the nicest with like the blade and everything, and there's not too many that look great, just to throw that out there. I mean, I could honestly just do some random thing, but it's not horrible. This might actually not look too awful, but the one that I'm rocking with now is blue steel, and that's only because it's got a little bit of red in it to kind of contrast with the blade. For the other one, the issue is that it doesn't have any attack or defense colors. The dry mustard is a neutral color, as I mentioned. So attack, we actually switched this up quite a bit, and the good thing with this is that the Raging Hydra ornament actually changes. So with this one, we're using the Apocalypse Dust, which you get from getting the Furiously Fast. So this changes the outfit to actually being orange and yellow, but it still works well with the blade, and then it gives you the nice little orange dragons on top. And then as the defender, I went with just this green one as Granny Smith. Looks looks pretty good too, and the green and yellow works together because the tips of the dragon's faces are gold and works with the blade and everything. But as I said, I'm mostly a dual player, so I really only use this one or the Sunwine respectively. And I honestly don't think, unless we get other gear to come out, that I could see myself changing one of these two, unless that we get something that's just super awesome that in the near future, or possibly in season 4, because I don't know if they're going to increase like gear score and add a new tier of weapons. I think they might just add weapons into the legendary tier, and then we can pick from that. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy this video, kind of just showing off my main Kensei loadouts, which is this one right here, if you didn't get a good angle, and then the third one, this one right here. These are the two I rotate through. If you guys did enjoy or have any questions about Kensei fashion, anything like that, throw them in the comments below. I answer pretty much every single comment. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. As always, my name is Tony. I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.